Hi everyone and welcome to Stamp with Angela. I'm Angela Palmer and I'm looking forward to sharing with you today. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different and I'm going to be sharing with you the new annual catalogue. I'm going to do like a catalogue walkthrough. So this is the 2023 to 2024 annual catalogue. There's so many great things in here and I'm going to go through it, not literally page by page, but show you some things to look out for in this catalogue. So you can understand and benefit from what's in there. So I'm looking forward to sharing this with you today. And if you've got any questions, please write them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them as soon as I can. So if you're thinking, I don't even have a copy of the annual catalogue yet, if you don't have a demonstrator and you'd like a copy, please get in touch with me and I will send you a copy. So you can message me, or I'll send a link for if you'd like to get a catalogue. But this is exciting to be able to share this new catalogue with you. So let's get started and take a look. So this is the new catalogue, May 2023 to April 2024. Right, so let's get started. So in the front, always good to see, is a table of contents. So that can help you find particular suites or other information to do with bundles and of punches and dies and different things like that. So just an overview to start with, just some different information. There's some different icons throughout as well, telling you about, or different here features that you can, you can shop, you can join, you can craft with kits, you can host a party. So these make a difference. There are different things that you can be involved in with Stamping Up. So we have the catalogue, which is current, but we also have online exclusives. So they are particular product that isn't actually featured in the catalogue, but is in the online store, or you can see it on the online store. So these are some things at the moment not in the catalogue, but you'll be able to see them there. So always be on the lookout for that too. We've got our stamps. So a big thing about Stamping Up, how it all started, was the stamps. We've got our rubber stamps and we've got our cling stamps. And then obviously you need a block to put those on. And there's different ways of stamping. Distinctive stamping, which are very detailed kind of things. Two-step stamping, and even reversibles, being able to turn the stamp over. And one of the big things about Stamping Up is the colours. Colour coordination, the wonderful range of colours, all that kind of thing. So here's an overview of colours, including some new or returning colours and some that have been around for ages and ages. So some colours have been around for a long time, which is very cool, and they're still here. Other features of Stamping Up, obviously we've got lots of punches and dies, and punches were actually one of the first things that I really liked about Stamping Up. I'd done stamping for a while, but actually being able to stamp something and punch it out was awesome. We have our suites, so that a suite is like a stamp set, a die set, and then sometimes paper and ribbon and things added to it as well, and they all coordinate, which makes crafting and stamping so much easier. And then obviously our colours, we coordinate. We've got the ink pads, the blends, the embellishments, the ribbon, the ink refills, the cardstock, the paper. And if it's a particular colour, they all coordinate so nicely together. And kits. Kits are great if you need quick, easy cards, or maybe you're just sort of starting up. You don't know what to do. So you can buy a kit, comes in a lovely box. And it might not even be cards, it might be making a wreath, or here's one with cards, it's got a stamp set, a little ink spot, and then a couple of cards and you make several of them. Here's got a bit more die cutting in them. And there are some sets that don't actually have a stamp set in them, they're just pre-stamped, so it's more putting together. They are quite good for kids' birthday presents or gifts and things as well. And they're also a little bit cheaper without the stamp set, but then if you do get a stamp set, of course you can use it in your own creations later on as well. So that makes it really worthwhile. So here's an example of a suite. So if you have a look up the top here, we've got different categories. So if you flick through, there's different colours, accessories and more, artistic expression, hobbies, and then all occasions. So quite a lot in the all occasions section. So we've got this stamp set here with the balloons. There's a die set that goes with that. And there's papers. So if you're buying the bundle, it's the stamp set and the dies. Now this is very small, but that's okay. You can go see it on one page 155. So you flick to 155 and there you can see it there as well. Buy them as a bundle and you get 10% off. It's also got an N next to it. And that might be a bit hard to see. So N is for new. So that means it is new to this catalogue. It wasn't in any other catalogue. It is new. You'll also see that some of these stamps, this one doesn't, but this one here has kind of got a creamy vanilla-y colour around it. That means these can be cut out with the dies. So you've got this balloon, excuse me, these balloons which can be cut out, but these other things without, or that one can, without the sort of creamy colour behind, don't have any dies to go with them. It also suggests some block sizes, A, B, D, G, I. So A is obviously for the very little ones. I would be a nice long one for this here. So it gives you suggestions on what size blocks you might need. Here are some of the colours used in the papers as well. So you can kind of know what colours get used. And if you love it all, then if you look here, you can get the whole suite collection. So you put one code in, one price, and for that you get the bundle, which is the stamp set and dies. You get the paper, the Brighton beautiful paper. You also get, and this one's got a specialty paper, it's got the gold celebration specialty paper. So you'll end up with these things all together. And then there are other stamps and things. Again, some of them are bundles. Again, you'll see these are the different colours, so they have dies that cut them out. In this case, it is a punch, a circle punch that coordinates and will cut some of those things out. So there are lots in here. I'm not going to go through them all. Again, you can see those colours. They're cutting out with a die. Now this one here doesn't have a bundle offer. It's been around for a while. It's not new. So you have to buy the stamp set and then buy the die separately. But it tells you what page they're on, 166, so you can go find them. And of course, up here, you've got lots of inspiration and ideas on how to use the stamp sets as well. All right, so these ones here, this is returning, but this one's got an N, so it's new. So lots of, this one here, it's a new set, but the punch has been around before, so it might be a punch that you've already got, but it's a new set that goes with it. So we've got lots of all occasion sets, and I'm not going to show you them all. Sorry, I'm flicking through fast, but I want to go through to other things as well. So lots of cool things. And remember, look at the inspiration as well. So let's find the next section. If you want to look at this in more detail, then grab a copy. Get in touch with me. And, you know, there's a range of things from kids to grown-ups to animals. Here's these ones I love. We've got punches, or you can't see the punch up there. Punches that coordinate with these ones here. Kids love these kind of things. All right, so this is now the Love and Thanks and Support suite. Obviously, you know, you can still use it for all occasions, but I love this suite. I love blue, so this jumped out at me. So we've got the Countryside in Designer Series paper. This is one big stamp, and then you can use the dies to cut the different parts of it out, which is really cool. Excuse me. And then this suite has got an embossing folder. So you can buy the papers, stamps, dies, and embossing folder. And again, put one code in, you get it all, which is very cool. And now this one here, this is another kind of supporting stamp set and die set. So you'll see that it's been used on, so that's the suite. But if you like this too, you can get that as an extra. No dies or anything with this. You can fussy cut or just stamp it straight on. But a range of wonderful products and things. So flicking through, again, you'll see with the papers, here's some of the colours that we're using. So you know, another suite. So this suite includes the papers, the bundle, the stamp set and dies, and also the trim. So the trim is the wavy trim. So this here. So sometimes you might get a ribbon or something in it. All right. So again, more and more stamps. So I'll let you flick through at your leisure. Another suite, hobbies and recreation now. This is a cool section. So if someone you know is into fishing, you've got your papers, your stamp sets, your dies. Now with this one, it includes this embossing folder. I love giving texture to the in cards and things. So that's really cool. And a range of different things here from someone who likes science, pizza, that kind of thing, kids, animals, travel, nature, all sorts of things. Now this is pretty cool. Another suite. Look at those amazing bright colours. You can see what colours are used here. Some returning colours, berry burst, blueberry bushel, lemon lime twist. They're coming back. And a cool space one for someone who's into space. So with this suite, you get the papers, the stamp set and dies, and you get the holographic trio specialty paper, which is this one here. Motorbikes, boats, pedal bikes, scooters, all sorts of cool things. I love this section to do with music, drum kits, and gaming. Someone who likes gaming, this is a cool set as well. So great for teenagers and things. Another suite, inked botanicals. So this one will include your papers, stamps, and punches this time, and some ribbon. So that's very cool. A range of sentiments. This has been around before, but always good to have a range of sentiments, and lots of other wonderful products and things. Another one, nice bright colours. Again, it tells you what colours we've got. This suite includes the stamp set and dies, the designer series paper, and then this time some embellishments. So that's cool. They're adhesive back sequins. All right, flicking through. Sorry if I'm going too fast. You'll have to get a copy and flick through yourself. This is a beautiful suite, fresh as a daisy. So some beautiful papers, stamp set and dies, and again, this one's got some embellishments as well. So remember, you can put the one code in and one price, and you get it all, which is very cool. So here we are. So again, some new, some have been around before. Backgrounds, if you like big background stamps, we've got a variety there. Again, some new ones and some returning. And then everything else you need for crafting. So here we've got our whole colour range. So there are 4 main colour groups. So we've got brights, neutrals, regals, and subtles. Now they've gone through a colour refresh. So there were some colours that have gone and some that have come back. So you'll see some returning, some new, just to give a nice range. And then we've got our in colours. So they're around for 2 years. So these are sort of more neutrally in colours for 2023 to 2025, which complement the previous ones because they're quite bright. So together they're nice combination of in colours. And later in the month for June, I will be sharing about my in colour share. So if you want to get a range of colours, this is a good way of doing a different colour each month. So in our colour collections, we've got the cardstock, the ink pad, the ink refill. Not all of them, but quite a few have got blends to go with it as well. And of course, embellishments and ribbons coordinate in those colours too. If you need to store your stamps and stuff, we've got storage. And then we've got colour bundles, assortments. So if you really like all the brights and you want to get all 10 ink pads, you can buy them individually. Or you can get a bundle and get all of them in one go, and then obviously that is a saving. If you want a range of cardstock, you want, 2 of every colour, go for the bundle assortment as well. And if you want markers to go with them, then they come just in the colour packs. Or you can get all the whole collection in one go. And of course we've got watercolour pencils and pastels. So you need your basic cardstock, your white, your vanilla, your thick, your 12 by 12, that's here. And then some extra watercolour paper, window sheets, come with those specialty things, and another range of wonderful specialty papers. Then Working through on page 128, we're now looking at all the wonderful designer series papers. So a huge range of papers, from brights to blues to patterns to all sorts of earthy colours, lots of things. And if you can't decide what you'd like, I'm doing a paper share this month in May where you get a sample of each. So if it's a 12 by 12, you'll get a half sheet, so a 6 by 12. If it is a 6 by 6 pack, like this one here, then you'll obviously get it as a 6 by 6, but you'll get 12, generally 12 pieces instead of 6 because they're half size. So there's our fishing one, all sorts of, our space one, animal one. The in-colour share doesn't include the colour packs because they'll be part of my in-colour share. And you've got the option to add the specialty papers as well. Memory and Moors, if you're into scrapbooking, memory keeping, then obviously we've got folders and things there. We've also got cut bases, so you can use some of the Memory and More things to make quick and easy cards. And note cards, which I use a lot of for coffee and cards and things, or other envelopes, those things are here too. Crafting, right, lots of different things here for those of you that like crafting and things, from embossing powders to Versamark to blending brushes to Wink of Stella to watercolor painters, a range of crafting things on page 136 and 137. If you're getting started and you don't know what color ink pads to get, you can get the little small ink spots, and that gives you a range of some colors to get started. They're only little, but you know, a good way to start. Adhesives. We all need adhesives to make our cards, from glues to tapes to dimensionals. They're all wonderful. So you'll find them on page 138. And of course, add some sparkle, some bling to your creations. 139, all sorts, from brads to little flowers to sparkly things. There's lots and lots of different embellishments, and then shaker card stones that you can use there. Love the butterflies, glad that they came back, and I just love the shine of all the others. I guess one of the things I use the most are the iridescent rhinestone jewels, because they don't have to be a specific colour, but I love the way the colours coordinate too. Ribbons, of course we need ribbons, so a range of ribbons available, including in colour. We've got in colour twine and that kind of thing too. So check those out. Of course we need tools to craft. So you might need a pair of paper snips, a trimmer, simply scored, take your pick tool, and there are some new accessories for the take your pick tool. I know they're a little bit later in coming, not sure if they've arrived yet, but they'll be here soon. So check that out on 145. Punches. Like I said in the beginning, I love punches. So these are the few that coordinate with a set that you can buy together and save 10%. And there are builder punches, which cut in 3 different sizes. And then you've got a huge range of wonderful punches on page 148, 149, from ladybugs to bunnies to dragonflies to clouds, all sorts of things. So they're really cool. Of course, to stamp, you need blocks. So you can buy individual blocks or buy the whole set. The piercing mat, cleaning your stamps, all those kind of things are here as well. And for the avid crafter, embossing machine, stamp, cut and emboss machine, either the standard or the mini. They already come with plates and things, but if your plates are worn out or you need more, you can buy extras, and then you can get the addition to pick your tool and get one of these for putting out all the bits of your dies when they've got lots of holes and things in them. And then the wonderful bundles for dies and stamp sets. So here are a whole range that you can see, and some card samples as well. All the new bundles. So lots of those. And then other dies that we've got that are carrying on that you can just get individually as dies, from letters to flowers and things to borders, deckled borders, to all sorts of things. So it will say if it coordinates with a particular stamp set. So it's got an N if it's new, And if it says nature print, it coordinates with the nature print stamp set on page 24. So you can go back to 24 and here it is. And remember that's got the, in this case, white, not cream, the shape around it. And it tells you, yes, it coordinates with the dies on page 165. So you can see those. They're not a bundle, but you can get them. So lots of dies. We're nearly there. You've been patient and watched through. Embossing folders. I love embossing folders. I love giving texture to things. So some are new, some are returning, some are 3D embossing folders, some are standard, and some are a bit narrower, so they fit in the mini. Does it say? Here we go. There's a little symbol. So these ones with a little symbol on it will fit in the mini. And the same for the dies. I forgot to mention that. If it's got a little mini on it, that means they will fit through the mini. Okay? Important stuff. All right, nearly at the end. So crafting, if you want to craft, host a party, could be in person, could be online with friends. Let me know and you can earn stamping rewards through that. So any orders $300 or more, you get stamping rewards, whether it's a party or just your own order. You get 10% of that order to spend on something you choose. You can choose host rewards that you can only get this way, or you can choose anything you like from the catalogue. And if you can't remember where things are, go to page 173. Here's a quick index of where your adhesive, your die cutting, your embossing, your inks, tools, punches, and all that are. And then we have an index. So if you think, oh, stamp set, Petal Park, where is that? So here you go, Petal Park, page 37, tells you the price, and you can go find page 37, and there it is. Then you think, oh, it's got a punch as well, a 149. Away you go, find the coordinating punch. There. All right, so you can look up stamp sets if you know the names quickly for reference. And that's it, basically. Some of the things that Stampin' Up! Do, which is awesome. And then my details are on the back if you need to get in touch with me. And if you'd like to order, you can order online yourself through my online store. Or you can contact me and I'm happy to help you place an order. So do remember to look out for those bundles and things. Buy them as a bundle and save. Remember the different sections up the top. Yeah, there's so many things in here and it can be a little bit overwhelming, but just take your time, see what you like. If you've got any questions, then I am most happy to answer your questions. Here to help. And if you need a copy of the catalogue, just comment or message me and I will get in touch with you and send you one. So thank you for your time today. I hope you're enjoying the annual catalogue as much as I am. It's a great catalogue with a wonderful, huge range of wonderful products made by Stampin' Up, which are great quality. And I love using Stampin' Up, love being a demonstrator and all that I do. And remember, even if there's so much you want and you think, I don't know what to get, you do have the option of joining up yourself as well. So I forgot to mention that. Love to craft, whether you're wanting to do it just for you or get together with others, there is the option of joining too. I'd love you to join my team. I've got people that are local and people that are all over New Zealand. No matter where you are in New Zealand, I can support you. So feel free to ask questions. All right, there you go. Thanks for your time today. I hope you found that useful and I look forward to sharing with you again soon. Thanks so much. Bye.